Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, Rebecca. Good morning, Stephen. Quick question. Did you guys receive an email from me this morning with room access? Okay, perfect. I guess everybody's still asleep. Like where I was looking around, I was like, usually the room is full by now. All right. Well, let's start the party here. So what we got going on here is a market that sold off during Globex. We sold under Globex of 558.75, and we're looking harmony zone number one. The market is in sync on the short side, as long as we don't break that 24, which we're about to break it here in a second. But the market, yeah, they just broke it. So that means market is out of sync right now, and we have harmony zone number one and two as resistance of 08 by 18 and 33 by 43. Rallies are shortable. We'll reevaluate the shorts if we break above harmony zone number two, which is 43.75. Sardar, good morning. Ethan, good morning. Sugar, good morning. Yeah, here they are. They're starting to come in. They're starting to come in. Here we go. Captain set up short. Cash market just open. Yeah, I didn't have my room waiting was on. I had to disable that, Rebecca. Yeah, sorry about that. SNK, good morning. All right, so we're getting resistance here against harmony zone number two, and let's take a quick look and see how well this market is handling. Okay, so how are they treating the stops so far? So far, they're treating the stops in the favor of the shorts, especially with this run up. As long as we don't break that harmony zone number two, the behavior that we're seeing in front of us is short the rallies against harmony zone number two, which is 33 by 43. And we are looking for the market to really kind of break 500 again. That will reestablish the shorts back in a meaningful way. Here they come again. See how they try to flush as many people as possible. They bring it back in. Double switch trade here if they close this candle lower, which means that most likely we're going to flush right now. Here comes, here comes. You got to flush under that 09. Here it comes. Okay, that's good. So that's a stop hunt right here. They put on two switch trades in a row short, and now you have this 31 is a solid resistance. You have a captain setup switch trade on ES, so you're getting the market um, really showing multiple rotations across different instruments of short pressure. So I'm going to keep my eye on that direction. There's a captain set up short on the 50 NT Rinko and one on the 40 NT Rinko. Here we go with another rotation lower. The swing trade target for the shorts are 458.75. At the top of the hour, we have some news: CB consumer confidence and Richmond manufacturing index. So the consumer confidence is a big number. Okay. The market is out of sync. Just remember that. So they're gonna consolidate, and location wise, we are at the bottom end of the Globex band. So now here we go. They run the stops. Okay, they're running the stops. That's kind of bullish here, but we're running into resistance. Yeah, and they should be pulling back. So they're consolidating in this neutral zone between harmony zone number 1 and 2. That's what the market is doing so far. Rallies are shortable to proven otherwise. But I'm aware of the strength of that stop hunt that they just did. Okay, so if they bring it down here to close to the 10 and 500 and they make a higher low, that could be a stabilizing behavior. Okay, and now you're going between resistance and support right here. So now the market is establishing that two-sided market. And look at that, they put a captain setup, they break it, that's bearish. They put a lower high on ES against that 24. Kevin, good morning. All right. Yeah, we're 7 minutes into this market. Shorts are coming in. See that resistance right there against harmony zone number 2? That was a solid one. That's good. They put a captain setup, failed it. They put a captain setup, they failed it again. They put multiple rotations against harmony zone number 1. We're going to the target of 458.75. 458.75. That is the big target. That's the swing trade target. Rallies are shortable on a swing trade basis. And here we come. $458.75. ES is progressing lower. Target for ES is 56.11 and a quarter. Future trader, good morning, buddy. How are you? Captain set up long on the 30 into Rinko. They just built that right here. All right, guys. So we came back and hit harmony zone number 1 again. So we hit our target, and now the next target is 433.75. 433.75. Rallies are shortable on a swing trade basis, and we have harmony zone number 1 as resistance, and that is 83 by 93 and 501 by 18 is zone number 2. And we will reevaluate the shorts if we break anything above 500. Rallies are shortable on a swing trade basis with a target of 433. Sheila, good morning. Adam, good morning. How are you guys? We got um, 16 minutes to the top of the hour in the CB numbers. So far, the market. I mean, let's talk about stops. How are they running the stops? They're running them right above the most recent high. I mean, they're not even extending them, which is really kind of a negative behavior uh, in this environment this early in the morning. So and now you're seeing how they're reacting. Here we go. They're flushing it. That's that's the typical strong short market. I wouldn't try to fade this at all. I mean, especially this early and especially before the news. Yes, yes. 54.44. Okay. All right, let's stay focused. Let's be very selective in this market. Okay, here you go. Stop run 70, 80. So they should be going up to 80. They should be going up to 80 here. Yeah, 70. Well, actually, 69. Yeah. Here we go. Here we go. So if we look at the big picture here, I mean, what does that look like? I mean, let's see. It's a stair-step behavior into lower prices. Do we have any support under there? I mean, since August the 19th, we're really kind of breaking that 530 level. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they try to fade this here because they just ran the stops and they're pausing. Now the market is out of sync again. Market is out of sync. You know, I expected them to get to 80, and let's see if they get. Well, obviously they're getting a lot further. They trapped 82.75s. Yeah, the 82.75s, which is the people were that were long here or short here. Okay, so here we go again. This is the second test of harmony zone number 2. This is the second one. Guys in the room, is your Ninja Trader lagging by any chance, or is my quotes lagging to what you're seeing on your end? So Adam's saying okay here. Anybody else? Okay, so it's maybe very specific to what you're seeing, Pankos. Where you at anyway? That could be a big factor. SNK is okay. Ooh, that's nasty. All right, so what is this? 507, 517. So we're at the top, the bottom end of the Globex band. So in this area, we should see a bit of resistance coming into this market. Ultimately, 533 is the price that the market needs to protect. Yeah, that's what I have too, Adam. And I have 32, and I'm thinking about upgrading to 64. Yeah, that's just something on your end, Panos. Not Panos, Pankos. Where are you at anywhere? Are you in? I don't want to assume where you're at, but all right. So focus. Okay, so what are we seeing here? We're seeing a bit of resistance at these levels here, which is Harmony zone number 2. The market is fading this area, and it's the bottom end of the Globex band. I'm expecting the market to go into sideways consolidation here around the 500. And ultimately, if they break the 533, good morning, David. If they break the 533, then that's just reversing of the momentum and the personality of this morning. We got news coming up in 8 minutes, and this short covering behavior. I mean, they're trying to position themselves to that news. Here we go. All right. So now the market is in sync on the long side, and we have 500 as a protection level plus the 485, excuse me. Pullbacks are viable on a swing trade basis, but we have to understand that the market the trend overall is short. So we're getting a pocket of buyers against the whole number. And as we go up, we're going to face a little bit more resistance in this market. Damn. Target is hit. Next target is 583.75. We hit Globex, and that was a big old chunk of movement here. Let me just change this color here. Fuck. Here you go. So what kind of market we're having? It's at, I would say it's a moderate speed. The range is expanding, and the behavior is counter trending. Where's the big money at? Well, the big money is really trying to chop the market. They, they produce a trend and they counter it. So they're really the big money is fading this market. How's the market treating the stops? Are you currently in Greece though? 'Pankos, exit Ninja Trader and restart it. And before you do that, reset your modem, and you should be fine. Um, all right, so we're trading in and around Globex here. Four minutes to the top of the hour and the news. What is that? Yeah, thank you for sharing that with us, Adam. Yep. I figured that would help you out. All right, guys, 2 minutes, 2 minutes. So they're testing harmony zone number one. So they ran the stop by, let me see here, 47, 45, 35. Okay. That's an orderly stop run. And we're trading in and around Globex, and we got news coming up. ES just produced a captain setup short on the 6 NT wrinkle candle at 56.28. Here we go, news coming up. Let's see what kind of shenanigans they're gonna run right here. All right, so they ran the stop here, 55, 40, 35, 55, 48, 38. Okay. Yeah, nobody knows. It doesn't matter. Really, it doesn't matter what news it is. Good news or bad news is just the reaction of the market what matters. So we are trading in and around Globex. That's consolidation with a bullish bias. We'll reevaluate the longs if we break anything under 520. And it looks like the market is just topping off here. And that's an area where they could flash sell this thing to challenge these levels. So I'm gonna give the market a little bit of time and just see more of how they're handling the stops. So they bought these, sold these. I mean, that's just minor moves here. That's the major move, and they bought it. And every minor move they made after that was a buy. So that tells me that the market has a little bit of a bias toward the longs, but you got to protect the 527. They're gonna run this thing a little bit here. On a swing trade basis, we're looking at 583, by the way. So that's where they should be running the stops, right above 66.5. ES made a captain set up long at 628, and they're trading around Globex. So consolidation in ES and consolidation with a bullish bias in NQ with a protection stop of 525. We're looking for a target of 583.75. Right. Look at these bastards. Okay. That's the stop run. 37.27. Let's see where they want to go with this thing. 27.17. Okay. So I have an order right there at 17. I'm just gonna step away for just a moment. I'll be back. All right. So that order down here never got filled. They just kept running stops and holding the price into a run up. They put on two double switch trades right here into target number. Here we go. Hit that target. Next target 608. I gotta cancel my order. I ain't gonna. It's not gonna get filled here. And that target is smack in the middle of the range. So 608. The interesting part is with how they did it. So if you look at this right here, they put on a captain set up long, came and tested it almost to the tick, and ran it up. So if you see yesterday how the price really responded to the captain setup, and in this case right here, look at that, boom. And now we're making a captain setup right here at this current level. So now any 530 to, excuse me, 540 to 528. That is a must protection for price action. Like the longs have to protect that with their dear life, basically. And as long as we continue to trade above that level, here we go. The 6 prong captain set up long at 79. Market runs to target number 3. FFT. Did they have a good program? All right, what is this? 71.61. Gonna take a shot at this and see if I can get a push. We should be getting a push into 78. Gonna go break even. And thank you. That's a trade right here. So I mean, basically the market ran the stops and did it twice, and that's good enough for me to get involved. Probably has a bigger push toward a higher price. Ultimately, our target is 608.75. Marty, good morning. Market is still in sync on the long side. They're buying the stops, and ES is also so we're getting a lot of this kind of sideways consolidation business. Let's see if they run the stops again to 50. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, that's what they're gonna do. You could tell that they're just it's a sideways consolidation market right here. So if you break 50, like 46, here we go. 61.51. Let them break it down a little bit. $61. Good for them. I mean, that's I was hoping to see 51, but that's a tight stop run. It's not even a wide one. It's just a very tight stop run, then they just flip it. So the market is consolidation around Globax with a long bias. So we're looking at the speed of the market. The market is moderate speed, range is expanding, and the behavior is bullish on pullbacks. The big money is fading and accumulating stops and selling it on higher levels. Successful traders are taking the longs and taking these stop runs right now. And not sticking around for too long because this market can flip on a dime and end up being at 508, like, and quick. So now we have another stop, which is 60. So the market cannot break 60. If they break 60, then you're looking for um, a more pronounced pullback. So watch out for 60. And I'll show you why in a second here. Gotta protect 60. So trying to buy the middle of the range here is gonna add a little bit more noise to your signal. Okay, so you almost have to buy the pullback as it's happening. $58.75. I mean, they got close. That's close. If they put a captain setup long here, I'm gonna go long and take a shot at it. We should be punching up to 90. And the stop really needs to be under 60. Here it comes. Push to the 80. I mean, that would be a stop run right there. There's distribution going on here. I'm gonna take it. I may be taking it too early, I know, but yeah. God dang it. But it was pausing against these levels. I was like, man, they're gonna pull it back. Okay, well, fine. Can't go broke taking money from the market. So I'll take it. But that's just because that 60 is just a critical level, you know. And we should be punching to 80 to 90. There you go. I'd like to get my contract back, please. Who do I talk to? Here we go, Marty. There you go. Good job, buddy. Passing another eval. Congratulations. That's a sweet move too, you know. And we read through it fairly well. So, man, okay, it's gonna run up and just keep running up. So why was I involved? Like, well, why? One of the reasons why I was kind of looking seriously at it is you got the switch trade after a captain setup on the 70 into Rinko. That's extremely high probability. And we needed to protect the 60, and that's what the importance of the 60. So the fact that the market came in there and tested it multiple times, then put a captain setup long on the 20 into Rinko, you know, any stop is literally under 60, and that captain setup is a signal to go long, and 90 was the first stop target or first target in that rotation. So that's kind of the rationale behind that trade. All right, across the board, how's everybody doing so far? Adam, Sheila, Marty, Rebecca, Steven, Sugar, SNK, P- Panikos, and David, and Ethan. Ethan, man, you've been quiet lately. What's going on? Steven break even, Rebecca up 95, Sugar plus 250, Mr. Adams up 800, blown 3 PS. Okay, that's fine. Reload, baby. 3,200 for Marty and passing an eval. One trade positive for SNK. Okay. Let's keep playing the game, baby. Let's keep it. You know what's their website? FTT? I mean, let's see here. Really, Nvidia, Sheila, yeah, that market is at the top end of that range and is trading between that 127 to that 130 level into earnings. So as long as they keep protecting 123.74, which is the bottom on August the 22nd, then you're buying into earnings with the idea of a breakout. And it's really gonna depend on how the news is gonna come up tomorrow, and it's gonna be extremely volatile. So and if you're playing the option game prior to that, is you're gonna be paying premium. I mean, you have a high of that on that 135. Yeah, it's like they ran the market from that low of 104 into that 127 and pulled back and just consolidated and just in a very tight manner, and that's in anticipation of the news. So most likely the premium are gonna be insane on Nvidia for tomorrow, and really like the the value was prior to earning and in and around the beginning of August in that selling pressure you bought the premium a month out into earnings and bought yourself some time, and then you're sitting with a little bit of profit waiting for the earnings to show its hand. That's the only play I would think it would have kind of played in a decent way. You need to make some money. Well, let's keep trading then. So next target is 658.75. Six 6 58.75. Multiple harmony waves in this rotation. Ah, good for them. Look at that. Target is hit. Next target 683. Okay, we're getting a little bit of a fade coming in here, and that probably will take us to 42. All right. 42. Harmony zone number 1 is 33 by 23, and harmony zone number 2 is 608 by 98. As long as we protect the 20 and the 600, this market is by the dips. Hey, good job, sugar. Good job. Salt and sugar. Pull back our Bible. I mean, you want them to run the stops. You just don't want them to plain out just pull back into the middle of the range. Because running a stop is trapping people. Here we go. So that's what you want to see. Jesus Christ. Okay. 35, 25. Let's see 25. Let's see 25. Come, bring it. Yeah, get after it, Marty. Get after it. Get after it. Here we go again. Stop runs. And we're about to go out of sync with this market here. 28.18. That's okay. So they run the stops, they buy it. They bought it right here, the second buy here, and they're not really running any stops above the market, like above that most recent swing high. So they need to start doing that, or otherwise there's going to be heaviness coming into this market. Here we go. That's what I want to see. No, it wouldn't be a problem. I wouldn't see why that would be a problem. So we'll just do the math. I mean, 640 over 5,300. What is that? That's a lot less than 30%. So you didn't have a single day that is over 30%, so you should be fine. So it's the largest day. If it's your it's your largest day divided by the amount of your account at the time you request a payout. If that amount is less than 30%, you're good to go. Even if it's above 30%, but you're showing a pattern of doing the same thing over time, and you didn't just have like one day where you made 3 grand or something, and now you're requesting a payout. You should be fine too. So that rule of 30% is not a hardened rule. They want you to make more money anyway. Let's go. All right. Take care, Steven. How did you end up doing anyway? Well, you're gone now. Yeah, they keep liking that Harmony Zone number one. They just keep playing around with it. 38.28. Okay, so what we need to be watching for is 28. If we break 28, we're literally producing a captain setup short on the 70 NT Renko, and we'll see uh, counter rotations to what we've been seeing this morning, and some selling pressure that could push us all the way down to 583.75. So it's very critical for the market to really come in, protect that 28. And the way the market is moving, really it shows me the odds of breaking 28 is high. So just watch for that. Watch for that. And let me show you what I mean by saying this. Look what they just did. They ran the stops where they produced a captain setup. And guess what they're trying to do? They close at 28.75. You're going to see a push in the market that's going to take us to the 600 and maybe even further down. And that will be a stop run that they just took all the shorts out of it. And now they're ready for another move lower. So that 28 is super critical. If they break it, then that scenario will start to to move. It's 28. 56.42. Here we go. You break that 28, man, I'm telling you. They're coming for it. Come on. You can see that they're trying to protect it big time. They're trying to protect it big time. Yeah. They're protecting the 28 and they're protecting harmony zone number 1. Running the stops here, 56. Okay. It's the 28. They had to break the 28 item before we jump in, because that would be the setup at that point. And they just ran the stops and they're pulling back to the middle of the range. So they just trapped the longs. up there between 56 and 60, and they're pulling back trying to shake them off. And if they break the 34 right now, then the 28 is going to come up. ES is fading as well. So that setup is still there. I mean, it's not even a setup yet. 28 has to happen. Okay, but we're reading through the BS. A whole lot of chop going on here. Harmony zone number 1 is still holding. 28 is a critical level. Yeah, they're chopping everybody in this range. Hey Frida, how are you? Yeah, I mean the bulls are still active. It just the 28 is a critical level. I mean, this is what that looks like. We talked about it. I mean, and they're just constantly they're spending a lot of time in this area, right up here. So if they are so inclined and they break down to 28 half, then I'm gonna start looking for rallies as a shorting opportunity on a scalping basis against that formation and against this formation. And I'm looking for the 600 and the 685s. If they run this market above that high of 664, then they're gonna run the stops and we'll see how far they want to run it. But like right now, there's nothing for me to do till that either 28 shows up or we break above that high and we'll see what the market does for us. But like for example, trying to like get the middle of the range and try to like buy here, for example, on a one candle reversal to 51. It's a lot of this middle of the range trading is just literally nothing but chop. So they're not respecting the middle of the range. They're respecting the edges of price. Ain't no sunshine. Here we go. Give me money. Let's see here. Money is good. All right. They didn't want to play my game. They didn't want to play the 28 game. That's fine. I understand that. What is this? 6171. Damn. Uh, let's see. Harmony zone number 1 is 58 by 48 and 33 by 23. Zone number 2. Reevaluate the longs if we break 40, 640. Target is 708. Commit. Here we go. There's some pressure going on here. Higher low in a switch trade. They really need to kind of break above 80. And if they don't, then we're going to see a little bit of a pullback here. So it should run the stops above 80. Here it comes. Yeah, above 80, there's a lot of stops. Here we go. Come on, baby, come on. J post. $690. Yeah, I mean, you know, you run the stops and then you pause and pull. So right here at 83, I mean, that's 91. That's a minor stop run. You really kind of need to go above 95 and slam everybody above the 700. But like I saw the 80 stop run, but after that, the market is going to be vulnerable for some pressure. I mean, a switch trade right here will trigger some more stop runs right above the 95. Here we go. That's a bit of a. I mean, like whenever they get that close to closing uh, a, a candle or a setup and bounce right back up, that means that they're clearing the environment for them to close under 80. Most likely than not, but we'll see. See that? Yeah. You're gonna see a little bit of a pullback in this market right here. Against that 95, against the whole number, against the 90. They're putting a captain setup. They flush the 66. You're going to get a bit of counter trend into support. Support is 58 by 48. Pullbacks are buyable till proven otherwise, but I could recognize that the 80 stop run into resistance, and now they're putting on a captain setup, which is a short signal. And we'll see what they want to do with it. I mean, they're most likely going to take the 66 out, but I'm going to be very patient here. The bigger picture is buying the pullback, right? But if I'm recognizing an area in this market where the shorts are getting active, then I have to give them enough room to pull the price down to levels that are better for me. So another thing that we need to all be patient, and not patient, but recognize is 70. 70 is a captain setup on the 50 NT Rinko they just did. So now there's two signals saying short in this area on rallies on a scalping basis only. So let's see how that rally, they're gonna rally it back up here. The stop to all of this is 94. So they took out the stops and bottom, and them buying them, they're really that's kind of bullish in the fact that they didn't give it much room. Okay, so if I'm gonna get involved on the short side, I want to see the cloud shift negative. Yeah, they're trying to put a lower high here. You gotta break that 70. Here we go. You gotta break that 70. Then you're gonna flush the 65 after that. Are you ready? Let's go. Here we go. You gotta push that 65. You flush the 65, then you got. I mean, they're just trying to hold it here, but you could tell that there is a lot of weakness going on in this market up in these levels. You're gonna get a flush under 66. You don't want to take that number out. You should be taking that number out right now. You gotta talk to the market, by the way. Here we go. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. Do it. Do it. Flush. Thank you. Come on, baby. You gotta talk to it. You gotta talk to it. Adam, tell me you got some. Is that what it is? I'll try better, Alpha. I'll try better. You gotta see what they don't see. And I mean, it came in quick. I thought, okay, you're gonna take 66, you're gonna push to that 51, play around with it, but no, they just flushed it. Potential captain set up short here. ES is bouncing back. Okay. So what do we have here? We saw that Captain set up the test of it, the 66 flush into a retest of harmony zone number 1 and 2. The market is out of sync. $48.88. They're gonna run it into harmony zone number 1 here in a minute. I mean 2. $49, $39, $29. Let's see, $29. Here we go. Here we go. I mean, literally to 29. It's a 20 point stop run into support. So they're trying to defend this level here. Ultimately, for the longs to take control again, we need to go back up to 65. Yeah, it's a bit of a challenge, David. It's a bit of a challenge, but the key is just to kind of continue to read the market. Like, either we're reading the market accurately, and then trading, or just simply just keep watching the market till it makes sense to you. Adam, how are we doing, buddy? Any improvements? Harmony zone number 2 getting challenged again. We do have a channel. So I mean, we saw it here. Now this is a continuation of that pressure. Rebecca, how we doing? That's interesting. That's a deeper action going on here. Yeah, we're about to close the 200 NT Rinko. That's gonna be a reversal of the market altogether here, and the market will be in sync on the short side, and then we could look for rallies as a shorting opportunity on a swing trade basis. But we need a close under 608. Like right now, right here, the fact that the market did this. Here you go. We should be pushing up. A little bit. All right, so 200 and 100 are in sync on the short side. Rallies are shortable on a swing trade basis. We are at the top end of the Globex band, so there's an expectation of a bit of price stability here and a pushback up to run the stops above 25 into the 35. $605, we're coming to a whole number here. Wow. Not really, huh? Yeah. Yeah, I was hoping to see a bit of a rally. Okay. Okay. What do we see here? Where we're pushing into the middle of the range on ES. We're touching harmony zone number one for the first time. 606, 616. I mean, if we get to that 616 to 618, that would be a good spot. I mean, it's a nice first touch trade. Okay, well they just like that first touch. They don't want to, you know, take it a little bit further up there, which is fine. Just I have to cancel my order. Well, or 1020, so I have to go a little bit higher. 1020. We'll see. We'll see if that happens. I'll keep that order out there. Captain set up long right here. Putting the captain setup switch trade right here. So we're gonna get a little bit of most likely we're gonna run the stops above 10. Here comes. They should be able to do that, but we'll see. That 583.50 is a higher low and a support. Plus they put on a captain setup switch trade long at the whole number. So they're gonna run it up to the 10 and try to flush more shorts out of this rotation and trap some longs. Here they come. It's close enough, right? No, it's not close enough. Let's see if they can break that 10. But that captain set up switch trade. I mean, it's just 1, 2, 3. They put 3 candles in a row. They should have been able to get to that 10. Why I didn't? It was a good signal. I just, kind of in a watching mood here. I don't have to take every signal. Here comes that run to that 10. That's double switch trade. So now they should be flushing the 10s higher. You should speed up too. Like right here, the expectation is to see a little bit of speed, but you're not necessarily getting it. This is the first touch. This is the second touch. To that zone. All right. So on the 100 NT Rinko, we're in the middle of the range. The market is still in sync on the short side. We're looking for rallies as a shorting opportunity. Oh. All right, I'm gonna cancel that order. Just watch the price. All right. So what do we make out of this market? The speed went down in this market. The range um, is getting tighter. The behavior is rally, short the rallies. What is the big money doing? They're not giving it much room, and they're fading every rally that they see and every stop run that they can, put their hands on. So now we're getting into flushing that rotation. There's the switch trade right here at 88.75, and then you got 78 area that could flush real fast here. So what's the big target? It's 558.75. where would we reevaluate the market? At 630. If we break 630, that's gonna make us reevaluate the short signal. And actually, if we break anything above 611, that will start a rotation where will put us on hold on the short side. And anything above 21, the market will be out of sync. Hey, G Money, how are you? All right, here we go. Another two stop runs. They stop run. They did a stop run right here under that 83, and now they're doing it under above the 15. And most likely they're gonna bring it back down to the whole number. All right, so let's see here. What we got going on is the captain set up long on the 70 into Rinko, so we should be seeing a bit of a push that could take us into the 30s and the middle of the 40s with the stop right under 79. So back to It's talking about this structure right here. You're getting a captain set up long. So we had a captain set up long here, another captain set up long here. That's a higher low. And you have this captain set up short, right where we at right now at 19. So ultimately, if we break that 20, we're gonna see 40 and 45s. And this market is trying to double bottom and stabilize. Anything under 80 will break that structure. There's a high probability of a push to flush some of the stops right now. And we are not much really that, well, I mean, we've done 2 trades. We're up to 236. I think isn't today the last day for that 80% with Apex? I think so. Let me see here. That's that. Yep. All right, guys. So that's it for me. We're up a little bit of money, and we'll take it, and we'll move on to tomorrow. See you guys bright and early tomorrow morning. Have a good one.